6:30, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Counselor Geisler,
Here.
Counselor Jelly,
Here.
Counselor LeBlanc, Mayor Boucher.
Here. Announcements. Should we hold off on the announcements until we're done with the next item, Mr. Mulder? Sure. We have a motion. Where is that?
Well, we actually have public discussion before that, but do we want to?
You have public hearings, communications, presentations, and public discussion, and then motions.
Okay, any counselors have anything they would like to discuss or announce?
Mr. Mayor, I just two things. There was in our packet today, a nice letter written by some citizens in Hermantown commending Counselor Jelly and his organization that he works for in volunteering some time to shovel out some hydrants. So I just want to recognize that as well. So thank you, Counselor Jelly, for doing that and for your company supporting that. And then we're going to I think we're going to appoint Ellie Jones as our next council member. And I just wanted the public to be aware that as most people know, we have a vacancy on our council, and that we went through a process last week to take applicants, and we had 6 applicants. We interviewed them all and decided to appoint Ellie Jones, which we're going to do here shortly. So that's my announcement.
You guys? And a little bit ahead of time, I'd like to say welcome to Ellie and thanks for stepping up. No public hearings tonight. Mr. Mulder, Counselor Geisler's already taken the communications away from you. If you'd like to give us just a short synopsis of the presentations under item 7.
Sure. Eric gave a presentation on just the annual report of planning and zoning and the activities that the Community Development Department participated in the year 2022. It's kind of been an annual report that Eric gives each year. Chief Kreis gave a report on the bow hunt statistics. Again, that's a required report that we do every year, just on the number of deer taken within the city. And then we also did a PowerPoint presentation on the possibility of extending Okerstrom Road north from Anderson Road and putting in a sewer and water pipe that would connect Oak Ridge Drive and Peyton Acres to that road.
Thank you. Now we have item 8, public discussion. This is a time that individuals can address the council about any item not on the agenda. We ask that you limit your time to 3 minutes per person. Is there anyone that wishes to address the council this evening about an item not on our agenda? If so, please step forward to the podium or speak up online with your name and address. Is there anyone that would like to participate in public discussion at this time? Is there anyone either present in chambers or online that wishes to discuss any item with the council? Hearing none, we will move on to motions. A motion to appoint Ellie Jones to the City Council effective February 6th, 2023, and have her be sworn in and seated immediately. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion to appoint Ellie Jones as new city councilor.
Seconded.
Motion by Councilor Jelly, second by Councilor LeBlanc. Don't think we need any discussion on this right now, Mr. Mulder. Should we take a roll call vote?
Counselor Geisler,
Aye.
Jelly,
Aye.
LeBlanc,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. We will stop and have our swearing in.
Yes. So, Ms. Jones, please stand and raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Ellie Jones, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I, Ellie Jones, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Minnesota,
the Constitution of the State of Minnesota,
and that I will discharge faithfully
and that I will discharge faithfully
the duties of the office of council member
the duties and office of council member
of the city of Hermantown
of the city of Hermantown
in the county of St. Louis,
in the county of St. Louis,
the state of Minnesota,
the state of Minnesota,
to the best of my judgment and ability.
to the best of my judgment and ability.
Congratulations. Welcome.
Right, this sharing session again. too.
Yeah.
And given that we have special circumstances, are there any comments or things you would like to say right now?
Well, just thank you for the opportunity. Obviously there was quite a few people that were interested in this position, and I think we all have the same goal in mind. So I appreciate the opportunity and I hope to do my best and be an asset to the team.
Thank you. Next, a motion to approve or deny the following new massage licenses, the Well Company, Brian Schrupp, and the Well Company, Sandra Schrupp. Do we have a motion?
I'll motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Motion by Counselor Geisler, second by Counselor Jelly. Mr. Mulder?
As you know, we approve licenses, or consider licenses for anybody who wants to do massage therapy, in the city of Hermantown. And so these are, two additional ones that will perform massage therapy at the well.
Thank you. Any council members' comments or questions? Any comment from the member of the public? Any public comment either in chambers or online? Is there any public comment on this motion? Roll call, please.
Counselor LeBlanc,
Aye.
Counselor Jones,
Aye.
Counselor Geisler,
Aye.
Counselor Jelly,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye.
I don't know why.
Next, we have the consent agenda, which includes the minutes from the January 17th council continuation meeting and the January 30th council work session continuation, and accounts payable from January 15th through January 31st in the amount of $3,720,404.37. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Counselor LeBlanc. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Counselor Jones. Roll call, please.
Counselor Jones,
Aye.
Geisler,
Aye.
Jelly,
Aye.
LeBlanc,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. We have no ordinances this evening. Next is resolutions. Resolution 2023-13, resolution awarding contract for 2023 GMC Sierra 3500 HD truck chassis in the amount of $50,384 plus applicable taxes and fees. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion by Counselor Jelly, second by Counselor Geisler. Mr. Mulder?
We'll have, Public Works Director Paul Sense explain the resolution.
Mayor and council, thank you. We're asking through Public Works through our 2023 capital improvement plan to purchase the chassis to replace a truck that's 20 odd years old and 180,000 miles. It's at the end of its useful life, so we're asking to purchase a chassis through the state bid process with North Country GM of Hibbing.
Any questions or comments from council? Was that 180,000 miles?
Yes.
That's a long time. Is there any public comment on this resolution? If so, please state your name and address for the record. Any public comment on resolution 2023-13? Is there any public input on this resolution? Roll call, please.
Counselor Geisler,
Aye.
Jelly,
Aye.
LeBlanc,
Aye.
Jones,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Resolution 2023-14, resolution awarding purchase of an antenna for the advanced metering infrastructure for water meters in the amount of $91,420. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Counselor LeBlanc. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Counselor Jelly. Mr. Mulder,
Again, we'll have Public Works Director Paul Sens explain this one.
Mr. Sens.
Mayor and council, this is the second antenna to the AMI system that we started back in 2022. The money was in the 2022 capital plan and 2023 capital plan here. It's for the second antenna to cover the southeast corner of town over the hill. The Johnson, Portland, Carlson, Mary Lane areas of town. So we can read the water radios from down in that part of town. By breaking this out from Core and Main and using Omni, who are already the contractors, they're breaking up into purchase. We were able to save the city about $14,000 from purchasing strictly through Core and Main.
Thank you. Do we have any questions from council? Hearing none, is there any public input on this resolution? Is there any public input on resolution 2023-14? Last opportunity for public input on a resolution purchasing an antenna for our metering system. Roll call, please.
Counselor Jelly,
Aye.
LeBlanc,
Aye.
Jones,
Aye.
Geisler,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Resolution 2023-15, resolution authorizing the disposal of surplus city property. This would be a squad car from the police department for the purchase of a new one. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Counselor Geisler. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Counselor Jones. Mr. Mulder.
This is authorization to trade in a 2014 Dodge Charger. This is part of our cycle of process of replacing our squad. So this is we would trade this one in for purchase of the new ones.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from council? Is there any public input on resolution 2023-16? Is there any public input either in chambers or online for the resolution to dispose of a squad car? Is there any public input on the resolution? Roll call, please.
Counselor LeBlanc,
Aye.
Jones,
Aye.
Geisler,
Aye.
Jelly,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Resolution 2023-16, resolution authorizing and directing mayor and city clerk to execute addendum to engineering contract for road improvement service district number 534 Uggstead Road with MSA Professional Services Incorporated. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Counselor Jones. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Counselor LeBlanc. Mr. Mulder, would you like our city engineer to address this?
Sure.
Mr. Ball.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. So this resolution is for a engineering amendment for the construction engineering for the reconstruction of Uggstead Road and a portion of Arrowhead Road. So the nature of the scope amendment is a couple of items. One is the inflation. We originally had planned to do this in 2022, and because of the MnDOT approval process and the bidding climate, we opted to push that to 2023. So that's one of the reasons for the scope amendment. Secondly is the original RFP had this project as a reconditioning project with little to no reconstruction. As part of the design, addendum 1 to their contract, we added scope and fee for the extra design for part of the reconstruction. So this addendum accounts for the construction administration and engineering for those reconstructed areas as well as administering and overseeing the geotechnical work that we need to do on as part of this project. Lastly, representative from MSA is here this evening. So if you do have any questions, they could answer them. So
Thank you.
thank you. Any questions?
Any questions or comments from council? So basically, we changed the date and increased the amount of work.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. With no questions from council, we'll move to public input. Is there any public input on this resolution? Is there any public input on resolution 2023-16? If anybody wishes to comment on this resolution, please state your name and address for the record. Roll call, please.
Counselor Jones,
Aye.
Geisler,
Aye.
Jelly,
Aye.
LeBlanc,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Resolution 2023-17, resolution approving participation in opioid litigation settlements and authorizing directing the mayor and city clerk to execute a memorandum of agreement to provide for the equitable distribution of settlement procedures. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Counselor Geisler. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Counselor Jones. Mr. Mulder, should we have our city attorney address this?
Yes, please.
Mr. Johnson?
Mayor and council, this resolution before you this evening authorizes the city to participate in the forthcoming rounds of settlements related to the opioid litigation. The idea is to, one, support the effort of combating opioid abuse in our state and our community. And second, to position the city going forward to be able to receive funds, probably in the form of grants for opioid related enforcement activities, probably related to the police department.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from council? Is there any public input on this resolution? Anyone from the public wishes to comment to council on this resolution, please state your name and address for the record. Does anyone wish to address to the council resolution 2023-17? Roll call, please.
Counselor Geisler,
Aye.
Jelly,
Aye.
LeBlanc,
Aye.
Jones,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Resolution 2023-18, resolution authorizing the city of Hermantown to sponsor a grant funding request associated with the Twins Fields for Kids ball field renovation grant. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Counselor LeBlanc, second by Counselor Geisler. Mr. Mulder, should we ask Mr. Johnson to fill us in?
Yes, please.
Great. Thank you very much, Mayor and Councilor. This is a grant opportunity sponsored by the Minnesota Twins organization for grants anywhere from $1,000 to $15,000 that can be used towards baseball and softball fields in the city. This money can go towards sodding, infield work, fencing, and dugouts. With our community recreation initiative, specifically at Fichtner Park and Fichtner Field, there's the opportunity that we'll be looking at two of our fields over there. And this grant could help go towards some of that work in there. This grant does require matching funds associated with it. And with the approved 3.9 million associated with Fichtner, that would more than cover that potential match.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from council? Hearing none, is there any public input on resolution 2023-18? Is there any public input on this resolution? Last opportunity for public input on resolution 2023-18. Roll call, please.
Counselor Jelly,
Aye.
LeBlanc,
Aye.
Jones,
Aye.
Geisler,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Next, we have a motion to move into closed session, after which we will have a motion to return to open session to recess. Do we have a motion to go into closed session?
Motion to close session.
Motion by Counselor Geisler. Do we have a second?
Second.
That was Counselor Jelly. Let's have all in favor, say aye. Aye. And now we will move to closed session and